Welcome to HomeKit 5. I'm Josh.
I'm Brayden.
We are in the new studio space. Hopefully it's not too echoey. We have like 0 curtains, 0 rugs, and just painted walls at the moment. I think that might your sweatshirt, like our clothes, and then like that green screen, which doesn't look green to you by the time I get done with it. But we're very excited. Yeah. We worked on it all day today.
Yes.
This has been a very long process. I will, you know what? Hey, we'll just talk about it. I'll put some pictures on the green screen. So we started with, this first picture is Brayden standing in the space. There were literally no lights in here. There was a lamp. Didn't even have a lampshade on it. Hence the harsh cast of shadows. And you can see the paneling, like we pulled the paneling off the walls. There was actually a wall, like literally right about here was the wall. And this side was a closet. That side was the room that you see in the picture. And then there was this understairs kind of area off to the right. Left, that's my left, your right, I guess. And so we knocked that wall down, and then we had a crew come in and they framed this wall back here and that wall on that side. And then we ran power and networking cable all around here. That took a whole day. Oh, and the can lights, there's can lights in the ceiling now. We have 6 of those. Actually, it really took 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, the networking was a whole separate day when you and I were doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was pulling cable. It felt like for 2 days straight. Network cable. And so then they came in and put in the drywall and started mudding. There's a glass block window over there there was a window that was leaking, and we got that pulled out and put glass block in, so it's not leaking anymore. That was kind of nice. And then, I guess once all the sanding was done, we had the painter in here, painted the ceilings and the walls, and we still have a lot of finishing touches to put in here, but I think it's really coming together. So we spent most of the day today cleaning off. Sadly, I think a door was left open, and like dust just migrated into the open boxes from all the office equipment. So it took us like probably an hour to clean everything.
Yeah.
And then once we got done with that, we got the TV mounted, and kind of like we were messing around with the positioning. And then we went to go find stories, and you were having all kinds of trouble with internet.
Oh, yeah.
So we broke out the second access point that goes upstairs, and we put that in. So now we're getting better signal down here. But we still may add a third access point just for this basement area. We are in a basement, in case you couldn't tell. There's a window right there. And that is our only source of light in here.
Yep.
Aside from these ginormous lights shining on us right now.
Yes.
We did lose our light cover to that light.
Yeah.
The softbox cover. That kind of sucked. Can't find it. Such is life. So let's, I guess, dive into it now that we've talked about the space. We got a story about Eve, Roborock, Nanoleaf, and Meros. So let's get into the stories. This first one comes from Apple Insider. Several places had it, but we went with this one. I like this article. Eve had just all of a sudden, like out of the blue. So we're covering a span of weeks here, not just this last week. Out of the blue, like, the HomePod Mini came out, and then Nanoleaf was like, hey, we got these essential bulbs and light strips that have the thread chip in it, which the HomePod Mini has in it, right? We talked about that in the HomePod Mini episode. And then, like, out of nowhere, Eve's like, oh, by the way, we've got thread support in the door and window sensors and in the European Eve energy model. And so all you have to do is firmware update, and you get that. Yeah, it was like, oh, you bought it, you just didn't know you were getting thread, so surprise, which was kind of cool. And then on top of that, they're currently working on an update to the Aqua and the Thermo. Those are taking a little bit longer to get the firmwares out, but they're working on that right now as well. So I think this is so awesome, right? So we went from 2 devices to potentially like 6 devices in the ecosystem that are supporting Thread. The timing's a little bit questionable, but soon. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of excited to see this. Like, we haven't really talked about it a lot, but since the HomePod Minis actually started getting delivered to people, I have no scientific proof to back this up, but several people have said when they add, the HomePod Mini and a Thread device, they're seeing like much faster responses to
Just
their devices on the
across
network.
the board, not just Thread chips.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's like the S5 chip that they're using to run. I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like my watch ain't that great. Like, you're telling me that the S5 chip's somehow better than the A8? I think that's in the regular HomePod, or the isn't it A8 in the Apple TV? I forget.
I don't remember what's
A8,
in the TV.
A9. Anyway, I would think the A series chips would be faster than the Watch series chips. I don't know. Anyway, either way, this was a cool story, and I just gotta say props to Eve that they've been planning this so far ahead, right? Because Thread needs its own chip, and it's coming in a $39 device in the door and window sensors. So
yes,
pick up some of these and try them out. Like, we've got a door in here, so when you open it, we can get an automation to turn on the hue lights and all that jazz.
Yeah. All right. Roborock updates their app to include Siri shortcuts. So Roborock, they're one of the main manufacturers of the Xiaomi.
No, Xiaomi is the manufacturer of the Roborock.
Oh. Wait, no, but look, see? One of the main manufacturers of Xiaomi smart home ecosystem robot vacuums.
Oh.
It's an ecosystem.
Oh,
that was right.
That is not the way I would have worded that. Carry on.
Yeah, so they have their own app that they updated to include Siri shortcuts, which, I mean, their app, it looks really cool. Like, they have this floor plan on the actual app, and, like, it shows all these different colors and just the whole
house
floor
as it maps out.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it definitely is.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can see the picture right here.
And then Siri, you can have it like start cleaning, pause, resume cleaning, return to the dock, all that good stuff. But yeah, I think this would be pretty cool to have like an automation based around this.
Yeah.
To just like
because
send out your vacuum.
Because you can use Siri shortcuts, then you could use like an NFC tag. So you're on your way out of the house, you could just be like tap, and it would just like, spin up the robot vacuum to clean up all that dog hair that our dog sheds. I don't know. I'm still excited to see the Neato bot vac. I think it's the D8. You can get, I think the D7 is out, but it was the D8, 9, and 10 that were coming out that would have direct HomeKit support, not just Siri shortcut support, which, I do think Siri shortcut support is a good way to go, right?
Yeah.
I think you can you kick off a Siri shortcut from a HomeKit scene?
I don't exactly remember. I know you can.
I feel like you can. Anyway, we'll have to dive into that some more. So,
yeah,
pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, those are pretty affordable. I don't know. Do they have a price in there?
They might actually at the bottom. They have a range of models, but no prices.
Yeah. I feel like they're more affordable, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, speaking of affordable, the Nanoleaf Essentials, the ones we were talking about before, the A19 bulb and the strip, right? Which I have to say, like, I was shocked by the prices when it came out. The $20 for the bulb and I think $50 for the strip, the LED strip kit.
Mm-hmm.
And the strip is like 2200 lumens, so it's like crazy bright, which is awesome. And it has the Thread chip in it, so you don't need a hub or anything, but it's not using the Wi-Fi, right? So the Thread chip supports the Thread mesh network and Bluetooth Low Energy and it is able to directly interface with, I guess the HomePod Mini, which has the Thread chip in it, and it is essentially the hub. Instead of having Zigbee, right, the Thread mesh network can just talk through the HomePod Mini or any other device that would then have Wi-Fi or wired Ethernet. So anyway, those are now available directly on the Apple Store. I tell you this, and I don't know what good it's going to do you, because we were looking today and you literally can't order a bulb off the store. They don't know when it's going to come back in. And then the light strip, I think, has a date of January on it in the store.
Oh my gosh,
so
that's
I think
so
they just sold so fast. But I do think I'm going to put in an order. Oh, it's 1100 lumens for the light bulb, and then average brightness at 2000 lumens on the light strip. Oh, maximum 2200. Okay, I was right. So anyway, at these prices, like, I think it's just hard to beat this stuff, especially with Thread chips in it. Like, I just see this being the future, and I will have to seriously evaluate. Like, if you think about it, my understanding is a Thread runs on roughly the same frequencies as Zigbee. So I am kind of curious to see if someone has like several of these light bulbs and several of the Hue light bulbs. How's that stuff work? And is there any kind of interference there? I don't know. A lot of questions. But people are looking into it. We'll know more soon.
Yeah. All right. So, Meros, might I say, Meros, they have totally been on top of launching new HomeKit stuff. Like, holy cow.
They're launching like 2 or 3 things a week, I feel like.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, while filming this, they probably released one more thing.
They launched a HomeKit-enabled LED light strip, which is pretty affordable. I did not look at the price. $50.
Yeah, $49.99.
Yes.
Which is the same price as the previously mentioned Thread enabled Nanoleaf Essentials strip.
So yeah, this is basically run of the mill, but 16 feet with
that is more. That's more than what you get. I think you get.
Is it really?
You get 80 inches on the Nanoleaf, but the difference is. So we did look this up. We couldn't find the lumens on any of the posts that we're looking at, or even on the listing in Amazon. But one of the Amazon comments said the box mentioned 700 lumens, which was seriously underpowered in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would use that for. I mean, I guess it would work for like a little bit of mood lighting or something. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it looks pretty straightforward. It does support white temperatures from 2700 to 6500, and it does use Wi-Fi, not the Thread. So, if that's something you're looking for, I definitely think it's an option. And with that, that's all we have this week. Stay tuned. I guess tune in next week. And if you're watching on YouTube, as always, we greatly appreciate that. We hit 300 subscribers on YouTube this week, and that's always nice. We get that number there. With the podcast feed, we just get like a general like guesstimate of audience size. But be sure to hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and hit that like button. That's what I said, didn't I? Thumbs up. And hit that subscribe button if you want to know when these are coming out, and hit the bell, and it'll actually notify you and show up in various places on YouTube to know about that. And if you're listening on Spotify or Overcast, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you're getting them every week when they come in. Yeah. And it's probably worth taking a peek at the YouTube version just to see what's going on here in the office and what we're doing. Anyway, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.